Hello Internet, it is Thursday, May 10th, 2012. I'm Jesse and this is the Third Party Ninjas vlog. So, I've got a few interesting things to talk about, but I want to start with Republic. As of right now, it is sitting at $434,000 with 18 hours to go with a $500,000 goal in Kickstarter. I'm really pulling for this one. By the time you see this, it'll already be over, but I've got my fingers crossed. It's a really cool looking stealth action game. Originally it was just going to be for iOS, but because of the pressure they received, it's going to be released on PC and Mac, assuming they meet their goals, PC and Mac. It'd be really awesome. So, with that out of the way, this week I've been using Unity a lot. I've been working with a local company to do some contract work with them. The project involves taking in audio data from the microphone on iOS devices, so iPhone, iPod Touch if someone plugs in a microphone, or the iPad, and then possibly we might go to Android, but for right now I'm working on iOS. I'm not a big fan of the API for working with the microphone in Unity. To get it to work in real time, because I need to do continuous processing forever, bring in the samples, process, bring in the samples, process, without ever dropping any samples, or dropping a very small number if we have a really bad frame lag or something. The API is not designed for that. It seems to be designed to bring in a big buffer all at once, stop recording, and then process the data, and then start recording again, and then stop when you're ready, and then process. And to process continually, what I've come up with is to apply an audio filter to the data. So every time it tries to play the data out of the microphone buffer back out through the speakers, which will cause a nasty feedback loop, right before it goes out, I apply this filter, and that's the chance I get to process it, and then I set it all to 0, so you don't get that feedback. I posted in the Unity forums about this, and I haven't gotten any responses, so if you're a Unity expert and you have a better way to do this, I'd love to hear about it. I'll post the link to that forum post in the comments below. So on my own stuff, that's the contract work I've been working on. On my own stuff, I've been trying to learn how to do 2D in Unity. I grabbed a copy of the 2D Toolkit, which is a third-party add-on for doing 2D work in Unity, and it seems pretty good. I've started building an Arkanoid style clone. It's not really a clone. I've added a bunch of new stuff to it, but I don't plan to release it. It's just for fun, trying to learn how to do Unity. I don't yet understand the physics system. I'm having some issues where objects are getting stuck together that shouldn't, or forces just aren't being applied like I think they should. But Unity's pretty sweet. I'm enjoying that so far. So I've been playing some games this week. Two of them I want to talk about are indie games. I finished Fez. I went all the way through. I finished the Black Monolith puzzle, but I had to look up the answer online like everybody else. I'm really annoyed with one puzzle in particular. This is a very, very minor spoiler for anybody who hasn't played. There's a clock tower in one level, and the solution for it involves the real world, the passage of time in the real world. And so the way most people solve the puzzle is just to unplug their Xbox from Xbox Live, change the clock settings, start the game up, solve the puzzle, and you have to do that 4 times. There's 4 sides to the clock, and that's really, really annoying, and I hated that puzzle. Otherwise, I thought the game was pretty good. The other game I was playing, this one was Skullgirls, and I'm a huge fan of fighting games, so I had to pick this one up, even if just to support the company. And I really like the art, but last night I had a friend over and we played for like 4 hours, and every time I started beating him, he would just start mashing the buttons, and big weird combos came out. It reminded me of the first time I tried playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and I'm sure, just like MVC 2, if I played long enough, I could beat a button masher, but it was really annoying to lose matches like that, so I'm not sure how I feel about Skullgirls. Okay, so something I've been wanting to talk about, I should have mentioned before, are some other indie dev vlogs that I really like. So first up is Indie Chatter. That's Ben Kane's vlog. He has the company Going Loud Studios, and he was really my inspiration for starting to do these. So if these are terrible and you hate them, it's his fault. Blame him. I'll post a link down below. A lot of his videos lately have been mostly focusing on the business aspect, or like the development aspect outside of actually building games, because he's between games right now. The other one I wanted to mention is Andy Moore's vlog. It's the Dev Vlog. He sticks like 7 million V's in there. It's kind of funny. And this guy's a maniac. He does a video every single day. I have trouble coming up with things to talk about once a week, and he does a video every single day, and they're really good. With one exception, there's one episode where he drunk vlogs, and that's kind of nuts. It's still pretty funny. And so I'll link that below. And one last thing that I wanted to mention, and that is, Fox, you suck. Stop canceling shows I like. That's it. See you later, Internet.